Hello everyone, welcome to the Wealthy Wisdom channel. If you are new to this channel, do like and subscribe to the channel. This video will discuss new scams in 2022 and how to avoid them. The internet is a vast and ever-changing landscape, and the need for increased vigilance comes with new scams. In this video, we will discuss some of the most common scams that are expected to occur in 2022 and how you can avoid them. Although it may be impossible to stay one step ahead of every scammer on the internet, you can significantly reduce your chances of becoming a victim by being aware of these typical schemes. So without further ado, let's jump into some of the scams that are expected to make waves in 2022. Number 1. Tax Credit Scam. A tax credit scam is a fraudulent scheme in which a person or company falsely claims to be entitled to a tax credit. The scammer then tries to collect the money from the government by filing a false tax return or claiming the credit on their tax return. Sometimes, the scammer will also try to sell the non-existent tax credit to others. Tax credit scams are becoming increasingly common and can be challenging to spot. Some signs that you may be dealing with a scammer include high-pressure sales tactics, unrealistic promises, and demands for upfront payment. You can do a few things to avoid becoming a victim of this type of scam. First, be aware that the IRS will never call or email you out of the blue to demand payment or personal information. If you receive a call or email claiming to be from the IRS, hang up or delete it without responding. Second, be aware of anyone asking for payment upfront. Process a claim. And finally, don't give out personal information like your social security number or bank account number unless you are sure who you are dealing with. If you're unsure, contact the IRS to confirm before giving out any information. Number 2. Fake or prop money scam. Fake money scams are becoming increasingly prevalent as criminals attempt to profit from the proliferation of counterfeit currency. In a typical fake money scam, the perpetrator will offer to sell goods or services at a deeply discounted rate, using counterfeit bills as payment. The victim will not realize that the bills are fake until after the transaction is complete, at which point it will be too late to recover the lost funds. Fake money scams can be challenging to detect, as counterfeit bills can often be very convincing. To avoid being scammed this way, it is crucial to be aware of the common signs of fake currency. The paper used for counterfeit bills is often of poor quality and the printing may be blurry or off-center. The ink may also run if the account gets wet. In addition, many fake bills will feel unusually light or flimsy compared to genuine currency. If you are ever offered a statement that appears to be counterfeit, it is best to refuse it and notify the authorities. Taking these simple precautions can help protect yourself from falling victim to this type of scam. Number 3. Cloud Access Job Scam. A cloud access job scam is a type of fraud that involves promising potential victims access to high-paying jobs in the cloud computing industry in exchange for upfront payments. The scammers typically advertise their services on online job boards or social media platforms, and they often use fake testimonials or stolen identities to make their offers seem more legitimate. In some cases, the scammer may also sell the victim's personal information to third-party companies such as their contact details or login credentials. Once a victim has paid the required fee, the scammer will typically disappear, leaving the victim with no job and no way to get their money back. To avoid being scammed, do some research before handing over any money. Check out the company's website and see if there are any negative reviews or complaints online. You can also contact the Better Business Bureau to see if any reports have been filed against the company. If you decide to go ahead and use their services, make sure to pay by credit card so that you can dispute the charges if necessary. Number 4. Tech support scam. Tech support scams are becoming increasingly common and can be very costly for victims. A tech support scam is a type of fraud that involves tricking victims into believing they need to pay for technical support services. The scammer will often pose as a representative from a well-known tech company and may use high-pressure tactics to convince a victim to hand over personal information or financial details. Sometimes, the scammer may even gain remote access to the victim's computer to install malicious software. There are a few things you can do to avoid tech support scams. First, be very careful about the websites you visit and the links you click on. If you're unsure whether a website is legitimate, do a quick search online to see if others have reported it as a scam. Second, don't give out personal or financial information over the phone or online unless you're sure you're dealing with a legitimate company. If someone calls claiming to be from tech support and asks for your credit card number, hang up immediately. Finally, keep your computer and other devices up to date with the latest security patches and antivirus software. This will help protect you from malware that could be used to scam you. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you like this video. Number 5. Shopping spree scam. Shopping spree scam is a type of fraud where the perpetrator offers their victims the chance to win a prize, usually in the form of a shopping spree, in exchange for personal information or a small amount of money. The scam often forms an email or social media message, and the perpetrator may pose as a reputable company or organization. Victims may be lured in by the prospect of winning a valuable prize and may be pressured to provide their personal information or make a payment quickly to claim their prize. Victims often do not receive the promised prize, and their personal information may be used for identity theft or other fraudulent activities. Shopping spree scam can be costly and devastating for victims, so it is vital to be aware of this type of fraud and take steps to protect yourself. You can do a few basic things to avoid being scammed when you go on a shopping spree. First, research the company or individual you will be working with. Check their website and read customer reviews to get a feel for their level of experience and professionalism. Second, always be sure to get a written estimate before work begins. This estimate should include a detailed description of the work to be done and the total cost. Finally, be sure to ask for referrals from friends or family who have used the services of the company or individual you are considering. By following these simple tips, you can avoid being scammed and ensure that you have a positive experience when you go on a shopping spree. Lastly, phishing. Phishing is a type of online fraud that involves stealing personal information such as passwords, credit card numbers, and account details. Crooks will typically create fake websites or send fake emails that look like they're from a legitimate company to get victims to enter their sensitive information. Once they have this information, they can use it to commit identity theft or fraud. Phishing attacks are becoming increasingly common, so it's essential to be aware of how to protect yourself. One way to spot a phishing email is to look for red flags such as grammar and spelling mistakes, unexpected attachments, or unnatural links. If you're unsure about an email, you can contact the company directly to confirm its authenticity. When in doubt, it's better to be safe than sorry. While phishing attacks can be challenging to detect, there are a few things users can do to protect themselves. First, they should be suspicious of unsolicited emails asking for personal information or login credentials. Second, they should always verify the URL of a website before entering sensitive information. Finally, they should never click on links or attachments from unknown senders. It's essential to be aware of the new scams that may surface. Avoiding these scams can help you keep your money and personal information safe. By being proactive and knowing what to look for, you can protect yourself from becoming a victim of fraud. Have you heard of any of these scams? Are there any other scams that you think we should be aware of? Let us know in the comments below. Thank you for watching. I hope you have learned something from this video. If you like this video, give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and comment below. Thank you and goodbye.